God is my guy. I'm rolling with my ninja Jesus Christ. Satan can suck on my cock tonight. Some yellow nigga just burned my rice. Let's go, Jesus! God is my guy. I'm rolling with my ninja Jesus Christ. Satan can suck on my cock tonight. Some yellow nigga just burned my rice. Let's go, Jesus!
Today we're going to be looking at a Christian Australian film called Suing the Devil from 2011.
Call him a nutcase, but one Luke O'Brien is suing the devil today.
Luke O'Brien versus Satan.
Yes, Your Honor.
The premise is that a man named Luke lost his mother when she was hit by a drunk driver. A year later, he is upset at the world with all the bad things that go on in it. He's going to kill the man who ran over his mother, but as he reaches for a gun in his glove box, he sees a Bible, takes it to a library, and starts reading up. And then he comes to the conclusion that, like the title suggests, he is going to be suing the devil. There just happens to be a man who claims to be the devil, so they're going to take him to court for all the horrible things that he's done to the world. So, they take him to court, and he has a bunch of different lawyers.
Mr. Think Tank, Harvard Law. Mr. Ice, Oxford. IQ 214.
Representing various different companies, like tobacco companies, and oil companies, and, Ariel, we don't talk about that here.
Words in church and the prayer and the funds and the love are trained by the gas corporations in the bubble.
So the movie is Luke trying to prove that this man is the devil and trying to sue him for all of his crimes against humanity. But it takes a while because his lawyers have a couple of devious tricks up their sleeve to try and make Luke look like a madman. All throughout the movie, there's like 3 or 4 scenes where they show off these 3 commentators who are commentating on the trial all throughout the film. And these scenes, they're laid out like it's like a CNN interview or something like that. And easily the best thing about it is that there's a Christian pop singer as one of the commentators. So even though it's not made by Pureflix, we then get a lot of elements similar to Pureflix films. Like that everyone who's a Christian is automatically right, and everyone who is an atheist is a jerk, a meanie pants, a poopy head, and completely wrong on everything. No, I'm just going down what the movie said. I know I'm trying to work on that, Ariel, alright? Give me a break, I'm sorry. And near the end of the movie, everything starts to slowly come out. The devil, while asking questions to Luke, tries to break him down and tries to show that he's as flawed as every other human out there by asking if he's used profanity and racial slurs. And in the movie's own terminology, have you ever done internet porn? Yes, in that exact terminology. Have you ever done internet porn?
Mr. O'Brien, have you ever done internet porn?
Which you know, as a Christian, internet pornography, that's a major no-no. But then Luke, showing his strong faith, then slowly breaks this man down and reveals that he is in fact the devil. And he's responsible for all the horrible things that go on in the world, like car alarms and parking tickets and leaf blowers and waiting in line and loud music.
What's the matter? Don't you love the music of hell?
See, this is the point of the movie where if I were to write it, I would have had it be things like famine and disease and murder and hatred, but movie, whatever floats your boat. And then you get to the movie's amazing special effects. There's a part where not only does the devil burp fire, but there's a part where the devil assembles a team of people with red face paint and black cloaks to come attack Luke, but then Luke defends himself with a bunch of really attractive women wearing white clothing. So how does the movie end? Well, guess what? When Luke was reading the Bible at the beginning of the movie, when he went into that library, he fell asleep. So it turns out that everything that happened in this movie was actually a dream. So of course that means that if anyone says this movie does not make any sense, they can't criticize it because if it's just a dream, then technically nothing makes sense. So that means that this is one of the best movies ever made.
I said, get thee behind me, Satan!
In the name of Jesus Christ!
Yes, I highly recommend Suing the Devil. It's well acted, it's well written, very well paced, and the story is just so good. I highly recommend it. It's a Pureflix movie that was not made by Pureflix. I mean, if you've watched God's Not Dead 2 just too many times and want to see something new, but similar at the same time, I highly recommend you watch Suing the Devil. Such a good film. So, yeah, go watch Suing the Devil, and may Jesus be with you. Oh, hey Adam. Oh, hi Chris. What are you up to? Nothing much. Just got finished watching a movie. It's called Suing the Devil. It's really good. Suing the Devil? No, dude, that movie sucks. That was as bad as Cyber Seduction. What? No, that's crazy talk. Suing the Devil is actually really good. No, it wasn't, dude. I mean, like, nothing made sense. Well, no, if it's a dream sequence, then you can't criticize it for not making sense. Yeah, but what about all the other stuff in the real world? Like the strip club that had people that were dressed like 1980s gymnasts, and like the Satanists that were all like just a bunch of kids they got off the street from Hot Topic and just gave them like generic black shirts with like construction paper pentagrams. Like, what was all that about? Well, I don't know about that. I personally thought I thought it looked good. I don't know about that, Chris. The movie, production-wise, just looked like something you'd see on Lifetime. Again, like Cyber Seduction. And the acting was just so bad. I mean, the main guy, Luke, terrible actor. And, oh god, just hit me. The only good part of that movie was Malcolm McDowell, because he was just hemming it up, and the dialogue they gave him was terrible. Well, maybe I happen to like those kind of movies, Adam. Jeez. Okay, Chris, go ahead and like whatever you want. I'm sorry.